Hello, I'm Raziel, and I'm excited about making this video. This is actually one I've been looking forward to, and that is the Empire for Dystopian Wars and Wild West Exodus. Now, the one thing I love about any tabletop game, any faction, the one that will guide me to that is how diverse that faction is, okay? How many units are completely different from each other. It's why I collect Dark Angels, because you have Raven Wing, Death Wing, and Green Wing. That's why I collect Aldari. You have all of those aspect warriors, so you have a nice diverse range. And I absolutely love this. And it's kind of why I go away from Orcs, Marauders, and Imperial Guard as well, unless I can do lots of different sort of, units, which all look different and are not the same. So the Empire is great for this. And not only that, a lot of the lore written in the rulebook is very much written as a text piece, so it actually tells you what each one does, and learning about what each one of the emperors does and what they specialize in and how they do it also really appeals to me. That very technical side, even on a political part, I enjoy it. There's something I like. It just clicks in my brain right. So of course the Empire is made up of 7 different countries, kind of, because of Jay Yavarman, who obviously went bad and couldn't rule in, his bloodline can no longer rule. So you have kind of 7 different ones, and the fleets are pretty much made up of the Chinese and Japanese, as well as the Thai. Well, Thai is more land-based. So, what makes Empire so good? Let's discuss Dystopian Wars first. Now, Dystopian Wars is the naval game, as everyone knows. And my gosh, I love this. I really do. Well, you have your basic ships and your submarines with the Hachiman battle fleet, which has a nice big ship with it. The Congo battle fleet set as well. These are just, they're ships. They look good. And they're nice, sleek. They have that steampunk / oriental look to them. And they're fantastic looking ships. These are what you would expect those Japanese and Asian ships would look like, And I think they look really good. They have a very much a manga aesthetic to them. So if you're into manga anime, you've got that look going as well. Big guns, big missiles, and they do look really nice. They have a nice. They're all painted really well as well. So those are the basic ones. So you have some basic ships. As you'd expect, it's a naval game. And then you have what makes it so cool. You have 3 more battle fleets, which I want to talk about. Well, you have 1 battle fleet, 2 battle fleets, and 1 squadron. Now, the battle fleets first are the Tianlong, which are dragons. These are flying dragons, which is so cool. That is the kind of thing I'm talking about when I say diverse. You're playing a ship game based in steampunk Victorian planet, and you're using flying dragon aircraft. They don't even have wings. They're Oriental dragons, so they don't even have wings. They just look fantastic. They look great. This is the sort of thing I like. It's a nice, diverse army. So you have these things as well. And the other battle fleet is the one that has been going around a lot lately, and that is the Shanmandao. I swear to God I'm going to get these wrong. A battle fleet, which is basically a fortress. A literal flying fortress. Not the plane, the flying fortress, a literal flying city. It looks cool. And I think this is something, like I said, this is having this sort of thing in your fleet just makes it look super cool. It is super different. Everyone's gangster until the church starts walking, and then all of a sudden, here's a flying city. Armed to the teeth, and it has everything you need. So again, this idea that you don't have just the normal ships and normal, even in sci-fi like this, it's not even massive titans like you have the John Henry with the latest a Union box, which is coming out, the Independence, titans and big werewolves. No, these are dragons and flying fortresses. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, well, that's the sort of thing I love. And just to add to this, just a little bit of salt, just to add an extra bit of flavouring. If you don't want those, you can take squids. I'm not joking. Robot ship squids. They are fantastic. And Kaiju Ica Colossus is one of the best looking. This like I said, just having this in your field on your on your Empire side. So you could literally have a fleet which has squids, dragons, and flying cities. That could be your entire fleet. Squids, dragons, and flying cities. It's really so. That just to me is one of the coolest things about the Empire. You don't even have to take boats. You can just take them, and it would look so cool. And that would be fantastic to watch and see because it looks so different. It looks so cool. And for Dystopian Wars, to me, that is the biggest reason as well. The lore is fantastic. The models are great. And that's why, because you can have this really cool looking army, which totally breaks the norm of, Dystopian Wars. And that's a fantastic thing about it, because it does break the norm. You're not going to be stuck with just big boats. You've got squids, dragons, and flying cities. I'm sorry, but that is just absolutely fantastic. I love that so much. Okay. Next is, of course, Wild West Exodus, which unfortunately there's only 3 boxes. You have Nankano Gozen, the emissary of Golden Sun, the Blazing Sun, the Pride of Nakamoto, I should say, and Ikakuja Legendary. Now, the best thing about the last 2 is that they can actually ally and go with the Warrior Nations, which means you can take a full faction of shape-shifting were animals. Lions, birds, and cats, and even a big cat. And that just, again, in a game of, cowboys and Indians, you're taking werewolves. Well, werewolves is the broadest description, but you can. And it's absolutely fantastic. So you can have 10 shape-shifting models for your army, and that's just something I think that's pretty cool, to be honest with you. Yes, again, it's simply unique and brand new and different from the norm that is cowboys versus Indians. So yeah, I think the Empire, it's quite a small force. If you're just doing Empire only, you've got 3 boxes, that's all you need to get. Well, to be fair, with Wild West Exodus, you only need 1 box anyway. But yeah, so that's exactly why you should collect Empire. It's got some great models. It's completely different from all the other factions in both games. Okay, not completely different from Warrior Nations, but on the grand scheme of things, it's completely different. The lore also is fantastic and fun. It's interesting to see how the Empire came to be, what they did, and, with link to the Hex, but they didn't know was the Hex at the time. And, how they cannot, to the emperors of the Empire, the several emperors can't lie to each other in each meeting, and how they had to tell the truth because they can't lie. So yeah, the Empire is there because if you want to get it, because it's a completely diverse army. It's fantastic for that. It's one of the best looking armies. And of course, you have some fantastic lore. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to get into Dystopian Wars of Wild West Exodus, and especially the Empire, go to Wayland Games down below, because they were the ones that do it. And they're great. They're a great lot of guys. And honestly, it's a great community to be in as well, because I've never seen a game company be so involved with their fans as they are. So yeah, check them out. But also, if you want to buy other Warhammer gaming stuff, that's down there as well. As well as Lego. I've noticed that today. Yeah, I'm trying to go to the same place. You have Forbidden Planet if you like comics and stuff. You got my comic if you like me. And of course, Patreon and my merchandise. But as always, please treat yourself to something nice before you give me any money, because I'd rather you buy something rather than just give me money. Because it helps both of us. You get something nice, I get a bit of support. It's great. Everyone wins. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's a Warpath video, by the way. Brand new news. Great news from Matt. And I'm really excited about it. It's going to be great. So, see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.